Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk you through how I transferred this lovely truck picture onto a more complex background. In this case it was this one-step crackle finish. So I start with a plain plywood coaster blank and just using black acrylic gesso I paint the coaster black. The reason why I'm using black paint is because I'm going to be painting on gold and green metallics, and metallics always look best over a dark surface. So next I'm using these Little Birdie Crafts tinted metallic paints in gold and green, and I decided to put on both because I wanted both the green and the gold to show through. All of the products that I'm using in this video are by Little Birdie Crafts. They're also going to be linked in the description below for you if you wanted to have a look. Once the paint was dry, I applied one-step Crackle Medium. So any one-step Crackle Medium can be used. Make sure that you specifically use one-step Crackle Medium, not step one of two-step Crackle Medium. Hopefully that makes sense. So they are completely different things. I will have a video coming out soon looking at the differences between one and two-step crackles. So if you're not sure about those, wait for that to come out. But you just need to apply your one-step Crackle Medium and let it dry. I left mine to dry overnight. Then the next morning when the crackle was dry, I applied my white paint. The reason why I'm using white paint is because I'm going to be transferring a photo, and as you probably already have noticed, when you transfer a photo you can see a lot of things shown through, so a colourful background would wash your picture out. So you want the main colour of the base that you're transferring the picture onto to be a light colour, so a cream or a white. Then I applied this Deco Varnish, also by Little Birdie Crafts. The reason why I did that is because we're applying onto one-step crackles, so the surface isn't very even, and from my personal experience you always get the best result when your surface is as even as you can possibly get it. Then once the varnish was dry, I take my photo. So this is just a picture. Essentially it's just like a normal photo that you would put into a photo frame. And so I take my instant image transfer gel and apply a very generous coat of it onto my coaster. And once the gel is on, I apply the photo. So you want to make sure that you apply the photo with the actual image down, and then just using this little plastic card and my fingers, I rub it and get all of the air bubbles out. I then left it to sit on my windowsill actually, so the sun was shining onto it, and I left it for about 40 minutes. So this image transfer gel, it says on the tub that you can just use a heat gun or a hair dryer and apply heat and then rub it off after about 2 to 3 minutes. I tried that, I didn't get a very good result. So it seems like just leaving it and letting it dry naturally is probably the best way. And so like I said, I left it for about 40 minutes, and then I just take some tap water and using my fingers I rub off the paper off of the transfer. As you can see, so once the paper comes off you can see the actual picture of the truck, and you can see the lovely cracks actually appearing on the sides and kind of seeping through the actual truck itself in places. And the reason why you can see the cracks much better on kind of the white spots is because when you print something on your printer, anything that is white on your picture does not get any ink on it, and so when you rub the paper off there's going to be no ink covering, so what you're going to see in that spot is your surface that is underneath. I hope that makes sense. And then just to kind of finish it off, I applied a little bit more of this black acrylic gesso on the edges, let it dry, and then applied this metallic wax over the edges and also over the back of the coaster. Then to seal it, I once again used the Deco Varnish. So this is gloss varnish, and I ended up applying 4 coats. Then as you can see I'm using extra fine steel wool to even everything out, and then I applied another 2 coats over the top. I then did a very stupid mistake and put my finger into varnish before it was dry, and so I had to repeat that process, and so that is why on the final video, as you can see, the finish isn't perfect, but I really don't have the patience to go back over it, get it all even and fix all of those mistakes, so here we are. But that is the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you found it helpful. Hopefully you have learned something new, and hopefully maybe you have learned a new technique of how you can combine one-step crackle and decoupage in the same work. So most people will only use one-step crackle on paint, not on decoupage, but this is kind of a way that you could possibly combine the two. And also this is an alternative for if you can't get your hands onto two-step crackle varnish, then maybe that could be an option for you to still have some cracks on your decoupage. But anyways, thank you very much for watching this video. I would like to know your thoughts. Have you ever tried this kind of technique before? And if you did, what is your experience with it? Of course, if you have any questions, please leave those in the comments down below, or you can message me on my Facebook or Instagram. Links for everything are going to be in the description of this video. Subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!